Angkor Wat, the ancient megacity hidden in the jungle deep in the heart of Cambodia, lies a place where stone meets sky, and the jungle whispers stories of a forgotten empire. Angkor Wat, the largest religious monument in the world, is not just a temple. It was once the beating heart of a megacity, home to hundreds of thousands of people, advanced engineering, and an empire whose achievements rivaled any civilization on Earth. To understand Angkor Wat, we have to step back nearly 1,000 years, to the height of the Khmer Empire in the 12th century. The Khmer were master builders, engineers, and planners. They ruled over much of Southeast Asia, controlling trade, agriculture, and culture across what is now Cambodia, Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam. Angkor Wat was commissioned by King Suryavarman II, originally as a Hindu temple dedicated to the god Vishnu. Its construction began in the early 1100s and took decades to complete. Unlike many ancient monuments, it was never meant to be just a place of worship. It was a symbol of divine kingship, a political statement carved in stone. The sheer scale of Angkor Wat is almost impossible to comprehend. The complex covers over 160 hectares, larger than many modern cities. At its center rises the iconic five-towered temple, representing Mount Meru, the mythical home of the gods in Hindu cosmology. The entire layout is a cosmic diagram, with moats, walls, and towers aligned to the cardinal directions and celestial events. Its builders worked with sandstone blocks weighing up to 1.5 tons each, transported from quarries more than 50 kilometers away. No wheels, no modern cranes, just human strength, elephants, bamboo scaffolding, and ingenious pulleys. Each stone was precisely cut, fitted, and carved with intricate bas-reliefs depicting battles, mythology, and the daily life of the Khmer people. But Angkor Wat was only the centerpiece of something much bigger. Surrounding it was Angkor, a sprawling city that, at its peak, may have housed over 750,000 people. For centuries, it was the largest urban center in the pre-industrial world. And it thrived because of one thing: water. The Khmer engineered one of the most advanced hydraulic systems of the ancient world. They built vast reservoirs, called barrages, along with canals and embankments, to control the seasonal flooding of the Mekong River. This allowed them to grow rice year-round, producing massive surpluses to feed the population and support monumental construction projects. The largest reservoir, the West Barrage, is over 8 kilometers long and 2 kilometers wide. Even today, it still holds water. This control over water wasn't just practical, it was political. By managing irrigation, the kings of Angkor controlled both the land and the people who depended on it. The city's layout was meticulously planned. Grand avenues lined with statues connected the temples, while bridges, gates, and causeways directed the flow of people and goods. Wooden houses, markets, and workshops filled the spaces between the stone structures. Angkor was a living, breathing metropolis, not just a ceremonial site. And yet, despite its size and sophistication, the city eventually fell silent. By the 15th century, Angkor was largely abandoned. Historians have debated the reasons for centuries. Climate change likely played a role. Decades of drought followed by massive floods may have damaged the irrigation system beyond repair. Foreign invasions weakened the empire, while shifting trade routes reduced its wealth. Some scholars believe political instability also fractured the kingdom from within. The jungle slowly reclaimed the city. Roots split stone, moss-covered carvings, and entire towers disappeared beneath green canopies. For centuries, Angkor was known to locals, but to the outside world it became a half-legend. In the 19th century, French explorers rediscovered it, sparking global fascination. Restoration began, but the sheer scale of the site meant that much of it remained hidden under thick vegetation. Then, in the 21st century, technology gave us a new way to see Angkor. Using LiDAR, a laser mapping system mounted on aircraft, archaeologists scanned the jungle floor and discovered the true extent of the ancient city. Beneath the trees lay an enormous grid of streets, canals, and foundations, revealing that Angkor was far larger than anyone had imagined. It wasn't just a temple complex, it was an entire urban landscape, interconnected and highly organized. The carvings of Angkor Wat tell stories that go far beyond religion. One gallery depicts the churning of the ocean of milk, a Hindu creation myth, with gods and demons working together to produce the nectar of immortality. Another shows historical battles, court ceremonies, and scenes from daily life, merchants trading, warriors marching, dancers performing. These carvings are not just art, they are an encyclopedia in stone, a record of Khmer society at its height. Even the orientation of Angkor Wat is unique. Most Khmer temples face east, but Angkor Wat faces west, a direction often associated with death and the setting sun. Some believe this means it was also intended as a funerary temple for King Suryavarman II. Others think the orientation aligns with specific astronomical events, linking the temple to celestial cycles. Today, Angkor Wat is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a symbol of Cambodia. Its image appears on the national flag, and millions of tourists visit each year to watch the sunrise behind its towers. But the challenges of preservation are immense. Tourism, climate change, and the slow but relentless advance of vegetation all threaten its delicate balance. Yet, Angkor Wat endures. It stands as proof that great civilizations don't just appear in the pages of Western history books, they flourished across the world, creating marvels of architecture, engineering, and culture. For centuries, the jungle kept Angkor's secrets. Now, as we uncover them, we're reminded that even in the heart of the forest, humanity's greatest works can stand the test of time. From the rhythmic beat of chisels on sandstone to the quiet hum of laser scanners mapping the past, Angkor Wat's story continues to be told.